Hello. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on another of our weekly Facebook Live events. I'm really excited about this one because it's pretty important considering where we are today. Today we're going to talk about virtual volunteering. And I'm excited to have Carole Ricks, who is with AARP. She is the advisor of service engagement for the Office of Volunteer Engagement. That's a mouthful. But Carole has such a fun job because she gets to work with volunteers and help match up volunteers with volunteer opportunities within AARP, but also outside of AARP and across the nation. We're excited to have you, Carole, because you know as well as I do how active our AARP members are and how much they love to volunteer. And that's a little tricky to do right now since we can't be in person with each other. So I know you're going to talk to us a little bit today about the Create the Good website that AARP has, but kind of focus on the virtual volunteering opportunities out there. And you're going to show us some cool ones that people could actually sign up for today. You're going to kind of walk through some of those, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm going to just hand it over to you and let you lead us through all of that. And I want to make sure and remind everybody that you can ask questions during this presentation. Just write in the comments, and we'll be watching out for those questions, Carole, and making sure you see any that come through. But I'm going to hand it over to you and let you get started. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. And thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. So everyone, again, as Emily introduced me, my name is Carole Ricks. I'm the Advisor of Service Engagement for the Office of Volunteer Engagement. And one of the roles that I have is managing the Create the Good experience. And so it is createthegood.org. You'll see it down at the bottom. And it is a website that allows volunteers to find opportunities, and it is completely free to use, as well as organizations can post to the website, and it is completely free for those organizations to post as well. Now, one of the things that I want to dispel is it is not restricted to AARP members or the 50 plus. So anyone who is interested in using the website and looking for volunteer opportunities can go to the website and do a search and find opportunities. And we actually really encourage people of all ages, especially families, to go and look for opportunities. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump right in and go to the website. And I want to show you a few things with Create the Good. So you'll see here we have the main website up right now, and you'll see the prominent message of COVID-19 response. And, we're just acknowledging that under these times that we really encourage people to volunteer remotely. And so there's going to be different ways that you can find virtual opportunities on the website. In this case, you'll see here, you can go to createthegood.org. You can click visit here, and it will take you to all of the positions that are virtual or remote. Another thing that you can do is right here in the left search box, you can put in keywords, not required, but if you're interested in working with children or animals or seniors, if you like to write, you can put any of those type of keywords in, and you can enter your zip code. Now, zip code is required, but I'm still going to show you how you can find the virtual and remote opportunities. So I'm going to put in 20049, which is my local zip code, and I'm going to select search. So from search, it will go through and look to find the opportunities that are available right now. And you'll see here, right on the left side, it says show only home and remote opportunities. So you want to select that, and you can confirm that you've selected it because at the top, it'll say show only home and remote opportunities. And then you'll see a listing of all of the virtual opportunities that are available right now. And you'll see here another way to confirm is home and remote is where the location is. So I'm going to jump into some of the opportunities that are available because we have quite a few. I'm going to start with the AARP ones first. So we have AARP Virtual Veterans Brigade Volunteer. They are looking for people who want to help veterans, and especially help veterans by sharing information on social media platforms and other digital channels. And so that could be information about caregiving. It could be information about veteran benefits. It could be information about fraud. I mean, there's tons of information that this team has that they would love to share out. And the best way to do it is through a network. And that network that they're looking to build is a volunteer corps. So this is a really awesome opportunity. If you are a veteran or a family of a veteran or even a friend and you just want to support veterans, this is a great way to do it. So this is one. And let me also say too, I know people might be interested and I don't want you to worry about taking notes. So what I will do is at the end of this presentation, whether it is in the comments, I will put links to all of the volunteer positions that I mentioned today. So let's go to the next one. The next one is Digital Fraud Fighter. Very similar to the Virtual Veteran Brigade, they are looking for volunteers to share information. In this case, they're looking for people to share information about scams and how not to get hooked into fraud or some type of scam. And so this is a very interesting opportunity, again, open to anyone who's interested in wanting to share that type of information on their social network. And so you can go to apply. I think the information is very relevant to anyone, but specifically we do want to help out the 50 plus. So now I'm going to go into opportunities that are not AARP based. So these are external organizations who have posted to Create the Good because they want to get to as many people as possible. So here's an awesome opportunity. Give career advice to high school students online. So they're looking for people who are working or retired and have experience that they'd like to share. So if you're interested in mentoring, this is a great opportunity to do it, to share your knowledge and your skills with high school students who have questions about how do I get to where I want to be in the field that I'm interested in. And this is an open website, so you can go in advance and search and see the types of questions that you might get as a volunteer, as well as some of the answers that already been given for some of those opportunities. You can also see here on the right side the topics that are most popular right now. So again, this is something, if you love working with kids and you enjoy mentoring and you want to share some of the knowledge that you have about your profession, this is a great way to do it. So I'm going to go to the next one. The next one is help create audiobooks for student success. And so people who really enjoy books and just love learning and love reading, there are actually two opportunities. I want to say three opportunities with this organization. So it would be one opportunity is actually creating the audiobooks. And these will be for students or kids who have learning difficulties or disabilities, who might have vision impairment. And you as a volunteer, if you go through the training and are selected, will read a book. And I think this would be great, not only for people who enjoy books, but one of the great things about volunteering overall is it's a good way to build your job portfolio. So if you are looking for a job or changing careers and you're like, I don't know if I could jump right into it, volunteering is a great way to experience a potentially new career path. Put your toe in the water and see if you like it, or it could help build your resume. So in this case, if someone maybe is in theater or enjoys acting, and maybe they're interested in doing voiceovers, this would be an awesome opportunity to volunteer because you would be able to go in, and again, if selected by the organization, read an audiobook. And then you're not only giving back, but you would have something to add in your portfolio. So I just thought that was so interesting that they have this opportunity. Now, if you aren't able to do the audiobook, they are also looking for listeners. And so these are people who listen to the audiobooks and give feedback about different things. maybe it's how the audiobook sounded. Is there different ways to increase excitement and get the listener to really enjoy and become enthralled in the story? And so that's another opportunity, if unable to record the audiobooks, to become a listener and provide feedback. And then they have a third opportunity, which is quality assurance, and just making sure that everything in the audiobook is just right where it needs to be. So again, just different interesting opportunities that are available out there right now. So the next one, card makers wanted, and they put wanted in all caps. So they are ready for you as a volunteer to help them. So they are looking for people to make cards for hospice patients. And so this could be actual physical cards that are created and sent to hospice patients, or it could be digital cards. So this is another opportunity that if you are artistic and creative, that you could do something, physically create a nice card if you like scrapbooking, or if you love being online and maybe you're proficient with some of the digital tools like Adobe Illustrator, or maybe you are just really good with Canva, that could be something where you could create a physical card, birthday, Mother's Day, holidays, and this could be something that's given to the hospice patients. And again, I want to remind you that if you're creative and you create a card, imagine if you put that in your portfolio. Again, this is another opportunity where you could really build some samples that you could provide when you're going to interviews or when you're networking. And you said that you did it while you were volunteering. So it shows your initiative and your interest in giving back. So we have another one very similar to being creative, but in this case, writing letters to healthcare workers. And this was initiated around the COVID-19 pandemic. So as we've been talking about virtual volunteering and the importance of it, especially because of the pandemic, here's just amazing, and I'm probably going to say awesome a lot, but this is a great way to give back to those who are on the front lines, is by writing letters. And you can do various handwritten letters. I mean, how awesome would it be if you were a healthcare worker on the front line and got this touching note from someone you didn't even know saying how much they were appreciated? I mean, that just gives me, tingles just thinking about it. So, this is a great opportunity to even bring in the family. If you have kids at home and you're trying to figure out something for them to do, this is the project I think you should consider, because as you can see here on the screen, I mean, you can do handwritten notes, you can have drawings in it. I mean, just different ways to really express your gratitude for those on the front line. So the next one is helping older adults stay socially connected. And so this organization is looking for someone to connect with the older population. They are asking for volunteers who are at least 50 years old, but they want you to connect with them virtually, especially now. But then there's opportunities that as things clear up and we are able to engage a little bit more in our community, that you can do some things in person in your local area. And so this is a great way to keep connected to the community that you love and start with something online, so those that are socially isolated still feel some connection with someone in their community. And then hopefully you can take that connection from online to offline and being able to connect with them in person again as things lift and you are able to connect with people one-to-one or in a group. So that is something to consider. Again, great organization to be able to share your expertise, the ability to maybe to talk, share stories, listen to music, just different ways to connect with those who are socially isolated. So we're almost done. As you can see, there are a lot of great opportunities in Create the Good. So I'm hoping that you are encouraged to go to the website and just see the various things that are available. So this one is interesting. And the reason why I brought it to your attention is because this one is asking for a social media coordinator, but they are asking for 30 hours a week. So a lot of the questions that we get when it comes to volunteering is commitment and how much time do I need to spend or should I be considering when I'm volunteering? And it's really up to you. The reason why we say that is because there's so many opportunities that can fit your lifestyle and your needs. So if you are looking for something that is an easier lift, I've gone through a few, writing letters or, doing something where it's only online and maybe you're connecting with someone who's socially isolated for a few hours a week. But then you also have ones that really have a long-standing commitment or a deeper commitment, being that this is looking for 30 hours a week. And so this might be for someone who is, again, looking to gain experience in social media marketing, who's looking to change jobs, or someone who's retired and who has done marketing in the past and potentially social media and said, I still love it, but I just don't want to work full time doing it. And so this is an opportunity to be able to do that. So again, there's a wealth of opportunities in Create the Good for you to find. We are very much emphasizing virtual opportunities and saying, look, we know that there are organizations who cannot do in-person volunteering, but that shouldn't stop you. They are now starting to transition a lot of the activities to online until we can get back to in-person engagement. So I really encourage everyone to go to the website, createthegood.org, do a search, find anything that you're interested in. And if you ever have questions or need assistance with finding volunteer opportunities, you can email us at createthegood@aarp.org. And we'll be more than happy to help you get connected with opportunities, in your community or digitally. So with that, I am going to check back and see if there are any questions or comments. Yes, so Robin says so many virtual opportunities. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I don't see any questions coming in. With that, I don't want to hold anyone up because I'm hoping you're energized to go to the website. So again, what I'm going to do is I am going to share the links after I stop the presentation. I'm going to put them in the comments, and that way you have easy access to them after the presentation. And then again, please feel free to go to the website, createthegood.org, and do a search. Email us at createthegood@aarp.org if you have any questions. And you can also visit us on Facebook, facebook.com/createthegood. So with that, I want to say thank you for joining us, and I hope everyone has an amazing day.